In this video tutorial, I will show you how to create a new album. In Album DS, the settings for each album are saved into a database file, but the designed sheets are standard PSD and JPG files and are saved in the location you select. The database file keeps control of the saved sheets, used pictures and album size settings. In previous versions of Album DS, all files had to be in the same folder, but this is no longer necessary. To create a new album, please select the Album tab in Album DS and click at New Album. You will be prompted to input the album database file name. You don't need to input the extension. Album DS will create the database and takes the settings of the last active album, except name, customer and comments. Now, you may input the album size if it's different from the last one, and sizes can be entered manually or by selecting one of the predefined sizes. To select a predefined size, please open the manufacturer database and browse on it until you find the selected album. Then click at Apply. You may also save your own predefined sizes. Just click at the button and input a name for the file. If it already exists, the new size will be added to it. I will show you now which album details you have to input. Please allow me to open a new blank sheet for this album. The album sizes you have to input are wide. For the full width of the sheet, including any margins, trimming or cutted parts. For example, if your lap cuts out a half centimeter from each side, while binding, you have to add 1 centimeter to the album width. That is, half for left and half for right. It's better to ask your lab before, as they will indicate you the correct sizes of your album. Height. Also input the full height of the sheet including margins and cut out parts. Left margin. This size indicates where will the Album DS place a guide in the document at the left border. Usually this margin will be cut out by the binder and it indicates the space where you should not place critical parts of your design, because they may be trimmed later. For example, don't place here a frame or bride's feet. Right margin. Same as for the left margin. Album DS places a guide in this location. Top and bottom margins. Similar to the side guides, the application places a couple of guides at bottom and top for the part that will be cut out by the binder or album manufacturer. Center guide. Album DS will always place a guide in the center of the sheet, but you may also indicate, by setting this value, that it should be placed a double guide to let you know the area where the picture is not completely visible when opening flat the album. Remember that some albums, even offering a panoramic sheet, are not able to open flat, and therefore a part of the picture will not be perfectly visible. Gutter. This size is only needed when your album manufacturer binds the sheets from 2 halves and not only one single sheet. It will be used by the application for splitting the sheets, adding a gutter for the binder. It does not place any guide. Notice that these guides are only visible in the PSD sheet while designing. They are not saved with the JPG file or printed. You need to input also the resolution, usually 300 pixels per inch. Album DS automatically saves the sheets in PSD and JPG format, but you may also indicate the application to save a copy in TIFF format by checking this option. Notice that Album DS indicates in this sheet the units used for album, centimeters or inches. This can be set in the configuration panel. It's a good idea to set a Photoshop status panel to show the document dimensions. This way you can easily check if they are correct for your album.